going to talk about Dune.
Yep.
The movie that released in 2021.
Yep.
Correct?
Oh.
So, yes, based off a book.
Based off a novel called a series.
Book series, yeah.
There's more than how many? 5?
About that, yeah.
Damn, dude, that was a good
really
guess.
So,
An
I thought it came out
8.2.
so yeah, a lot of people liked it.
82%?
A lot of people liked it.
Wow.
It's on HBO. So, we have Dune. Here's a synopsis. Paul Atreides, a brilliant, gifted young man born into a great destiny beyond his understanding, must travel to the utmost dangerous planet in the universe to assure the future of his family and his people, as a malevolent force explodes into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence. Only those who can conquer their fears will survive. Dune.
See,
Yeah,
the thing is,
Yeah.
when you said, "Hey, go watch Dune," I was like, "All right, cool." You know what I watched?
Did I tell you go watch Dune?
Nah, I watched fucking Doom.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
It sounds like you're saying the same thing twice.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What are we saying?
Dune to Doom. I
Okay.
watched Doom.
So,
Sound like the same thing.
Dune.
This movie I didn't want to watch it.
It's 2 hours
In like 35 minutes.
and 35 minutes. This, there was another one, a film made back in 1984, which is 2 hours and 16 minutes. And that one gave the whole entire first book in that little time.
Oh, does this one not?
No, it does not. This one
Okay.
is apparently a two-parter.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So would it be better as a TV show?
Yes.
They had a miniseries.
Is that what he just said?
Who?
Oh, so they do have a miniseries?
So yeah, there's a miniseries that continues it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's
A
2000 miniseries. That means it's 3 parts.
Yeah, but it continues what?
Continues after the first film,
After this film or
Not
the
this-
84 one?
the 84 one.
Got it. Okay.
So after the 84 one, back in 2000, they were like, "Hey, let's make a miniseries that follows up the story later on," which does it. They complete it in that little miniseries.
All right.
I'm really upset. Also,
Why are you upset?
I didn't like Dune. I didn't like this Dune.
Okay.
This Dune was visually pleasing, yes, because they had better graphics, they had better casting, I guess, but it was just long. There was drawn out parts, a lot of looking at sand, and Zenyatta was
Dea.
yes,
Zendaya.
Zen.
Zenyatta.
This
is-
nigga said an Overwatch character?
Yeah, that's what I said. He's the monk that things.
Well, she knows who she is. They played her off so much in the trailer and in the freaking,
Yeah, they did.
in the movie, like she was very, very important. Sorry, but when she actually shows up,
She's like
yeah, she's literally just like a normal person.
Chris Brown and Stomp the Yard.
It's pretty freaking funny. She shows up. She's like, "Hey, this is a cool knife. My grandma had this knife. If you die with knives, I wouldn't be mad." And just gives the nigga a knife and then goes on about her business. But this dude's having like wet dreams about her, like
Yeah.
on a constant level, and it's freaking dumb. So I'm gonna tell you, this thing's about 8,000 years in the future. Humans are all over the place. There's different human factions, and there's House Atreides with Leo Atreides. So that sounds pretty exotic. But then you have Paul
Wow.
Atreides. Yeah, guess his mom's name.
Wanda.
Wanda.
What's her name? The what dream chick's name?
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
No, it's Jessica.
Oh, Jones.
So we have Jessica and Paul and Leo, which is all right, in the fucking future in some sand desert.
Yeah, we did not come far from names in the future.
No, we didn't.
That's still basic as shit.
It's pretty funny because in one
I ain't
part,
got no
one
basic
part of the
name.
movie, she's like, "And Paul, they'll say your name to the crowds as the hero that you're supposed to be, Paul Atreides." Paul. I'm like, I can't get hype off of that. Like, you gotta give me like Leonidas. I would have been rock hard. Like
Leonidas and the Brave 300. Fantastic movie.
Paul Atreides.
Yeah, I watched like the last like 10 minutes of this movie, and
Yeah.
I thought people couldn't speak.
We also thought it was Will.i.am for a split second.
And I was like, are these people primal? Like they can't speak? And that sounded like really bad on my part.
It sounded racist as fuck, dog.
And
That's
He said it was like Game of Thrones, but in the future. I was like, well, I'll watch the first movie and then I'll watch the last movie and I'll understand what happens. That's what I did at Game of Thrones. I watched the first season, I watched the last season, and I know exactly what happened.
That's all you really need, actually.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
That
You
is
missed
exactly
the middle part, and
Okay,
how we
so-
saw Arya become a fucking totally awesome
I'm gonna disagree
person.
with you only because like they hyped up the White Walkers
And
just
the
for them to
uncle.
get bodied by a little girl.
You also missed Theon Greyjoy's uncle. Like, he was a dope character.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to Dune.
Yeah, we're going back to Dune. I'm going to talk about Dune for a minute. So let me keep it real with you beautiful people. All right? Hey, yo. This movie started off low-key whack, right? The very beginning of the movie, she was like, make me hand you the cup. I turned that movie off, and I went to bed. I ain't even going to hold you. I turned that movie off, and I went to bed.
This ain't for me, cuz.
Today, though, I turned that movie on.
Today?
Yeah. I watched it today.
Well, it took y'all 4.5 hours to get here on the time I was supposed to be here.
Now, I've watched like 15 minutes of it when I was at work. And it kind of didn't make sense to me, the knife fighting thing, because like a slow blade gets through the shield.
Yeah, so slow objects to get through.
But how does it cut?
What?
Like
How
a
do you
sword.
like stab?
Like a sword.
No, so that's how they have to base a fighting style around it.
Yeah, but how do you stab if it's a sword? If it's a slow thing?
So you have to do this, and then once the shield falls, then you can stab.
Yeah.
So like you go like
So like if you just full on went at me, the shield will stop it. But if you held it there, the shield would be like, oh, the threat's gone, and then it would turn off, and then you could cut me.
why didn't they fix that?
What do you mean?
What?
They never thought that would be a flaw.
But they've been training with it. They've been training.
Me?
What is the problem?
You met.
Got it.
Nah.
But they've been training with this same shield technology, and they know that giant weakness. Does no one else have a shield?
A lot of people have a shield.
Why does no one fix it? Why don't they got a scientist that fixes that?
You mean like make a permanent shield?
Yeah.
I mean, if they did that, then it would like block off oxygen.
Yeah.
It's too scientific now. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Because like there's
Niggas
a
help
reason-
blocking
the
them off
shield,
oxygen.
Like the shield's cool because it's like stops bullets, so that's why no one uses bullets. But if you shoot like a laser at it, it makes a nuclear bomb explode.
Why does it make a nuke bomb explode?
Because of how conflict, how the shield works.
This shit don't make no sense to me. This is why I don't like sci-fi. Just give me regular swords and arrows, okay? And then, like, if there's magic in the world, you can just blame everything on magic. If shit don't make sense, blame it on magic. Anyway, I'm going back to Dune now, okay? So, that's where I turned it off when I was at work. When they were, like, fighting. And he was fighting Thanos,
Yeah.
okay? Josh something. Brolin, something like that. I'm close. I'm in the ballpark. And then I finished it when I got home. And Hinkle joined me for a little bit. He listened to a lot of it because we were playing Magic the Gathering, slinging some spells.
Mm-hmm.
And all I have to say is that this movie fucking drags, dog.
For a very long time.
Especially, like, in the middle. Like, when there's, like, no fighting. Like, I could appreciate, like just, like, dialogue to build up certain situations, but like those super lingering shots on just people's faces, not even like the cool ships or something like that, when you were just looking at some person's face for an obscene amount of time, like I'm not a fan of that. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. I do like the fact that you see how big things are because the big objects are compared to like people, you know what I mean? So like when you see a ship pull in the dock, you see little like people walking around on the ground, so you can really see how big the ship is, and I think that is a cool way to show perspective, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like that is like and I like the costumes. I think the costumes are kind of cool, right? And then Jason Momoa, hashtag spoilers real quick, I think he dies in a boss ass way. Right? But that's like my favorite way for a cool person to die.
I think it's cool because like at first he was like no, and then like Jason Momoa like handles some people. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna make it. And then another wave comes in. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And like that wave gets almost bodied. Then a third wave comes. I'm like, oh, that's where it starts.
Nigga took out a lot of people. It's like it's almost like it was almost as good. It was half as good, I'll say, as the scene in 300 where the guy like lost his kid and he took out like all those fucking people get stabbed
Rage.
through the fucking chest.
Yeah.
That I mean the berserker rage when that hits dudes in films, that shit gets me like ready for war. But We get back to like this regular boring ass fucking movie, dog. And like Bootstrap Bill Turner's in the movie as like the bad guy, like the evil king, the fat dude.
So funny thing, Stefan was like, "Why should I be afraid of this dude? He's just fat and stuff." I'm like, "Did you see anyone else fly?" Because that dude was literally across the table eating, and he's like, "Okay, I'll go talk to him." And he just floats over sideways. I'm like, "Okay, that's not done." And he picks this guy up. I'm like, "He's not even using his strength. He's using flight powers."
Yeah.
And cuts his throat.
Are you talking about like, so join her? That.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked Oscar Isaac in the movie. I thought he was cool. And I feel like this is kind of off track, but I feel like he'll be like a good Moon Knight because it's the same guy. I feel like now we've seen him act in different things, portraying drastically different characters.
That's why I'm talking about. I need characters. That's why I need The Rock to be in a serious role before he picks up Black Adam. Because everyone I talk to at work is like, "Yeah, he could totally be Black Adam." I'm like, do you know who Black Adam is?
Yeah, The Rock's just a big nigga. He's not a good actor.
I mean, yeah.
Literally, when he found out about Black Adam, he promoted himself. He's like, "Yo, The Rock could play him." And then he got what he wanted. And he's like, "Yo, you guys know I've been spearheading, and you guys have been supporting me." He's like, "You made them support you.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't played any role to really show that you've done it." Now everyone thinks you should be Black Adam without knowing who Black Adam is.
It's just because he kind of looks like him.
I just feel like they're throwing a lot of people on Black Adam. Like Dr. Fate and all those people.
Yeah, and Hawkman.
Yeah.
I was like, what are y'all doing here?
It's a lot of people to randomly just throw in a movie. Yeah.
Have we seen him in like a serious role?
I'm thinking.
Well, I don't know.
What's the rundown or some shit?
No, but he was still joking in that.
Okay.
But I mean, if you think about it, like Hobbs and Shaw and Fast and the Furious,
He's been
like,
joking in those.
Yeah, but like even still, like it's like the serious he gets. Because other than that, he's in like Jumanji, The Rundown. He's in
Jungle Cruise.
He's literally the exact same. He's in the Tooth Fairy. Yeah. He's literally the exact same person in every movie.
I mean, you could say
all these movies are serious.
He's literally The Rock in every movie.
Andres, he's serious. Rampage, he's serious.
Rampage, don't you dare bring up Rampage right now.
Skyscraper is the one I'm thinking of that he's serious.
When was he in Aquaman?
Oh, and he's missing a leg?
Hercules is bad. Scorpion King, he was serious.
Shut your mouth right now.
Scorpion King, he was serious. Doom, he was serious.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
The other guys, I mean, that was probably his best role.
Nigga killed himself.
Exactly. Get Smart and Central Intelligence.
Get Smart's fantastic.
The exact
same movie. Yeah.
The Mummy is great. Yeah, The Mummy's and The Mummy Returns is good. I mean,
I don't know why he's in The Mummy, but I know he's in The Mummy Returns.
He's in The Mummy because that's when the Scorpion King.
No, The Mummy Returns is the Scorpion King.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Here we go. Nerd off. What you got? Lay all your knowledge out on the table.
Now let me tell you, Fighting with the Family, it's all right. Walking Tall, great movie. Pain and Gain, he's retarded in that movie, but it's good. I can't say that word. I'm sorry.
We're canceled.
Shazam, he's in Shazam. I don't remember that.
See, that's why I don't think this is correct.
Journey to the Center of the Earth,
Stupid movie.
Hercules.
What about
great.
Race to Witch Mountain? I don't see
he's
that
in
up there.
Aquaman?
He's Race to Witch Mountain
it was right there.
Okay.
Like I said, I think his most serious role is probably like Walking Tall.
Walk hard. Walk hard.
I mean, of course he's in the Fast. Great Art Gang wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a movie about basketball where they hit and go to bases, and then they score and field goals.
Let's get Hinkle to bed, everyone. Let's get him to bed.
Bunch of 3-pointers and 2-pointers.
That hurt my brain, dude. I did not like that. All right, so if everyone's gonna rate this Dune movie, let's just end Dune with a positive note. Name just one thing you liked about it.
The effects. That's it.
All right, cool. That works. I think the perspective shots is what did it for me. And obviously Jason Momoa, because he's honestly the exact same in all of his movies, and that's just like a Neanderthal man that just kills people, and it's awesome.
They had those palm trees And then the guy was like, "What's so special about him?" And then later on, we see him on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they said, "Fuck your trees."
Mm-hmm.
They burnt down your trees in a desert.
Yeah.
Do we need these? No, man.
If 5 men, like, water enough for 5 men to stay hydrated was what it took to water one of those trees. Seems like a waste of resources in a desert. That's all I'm saying. That's bad allocation of funds. All right, but I'm gonna give this movie like a 6.7, a 6.7, 67% for me.
6.7.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I would watch the next one. Because I feel like the next one would pick up. You know what I mean? It would have less.
It would be like all fight.
Yeah, it would have less like
the Rings
boring
2.
dialogue. They might not, because like they won't have those stupid visions anymore, right?
No.
Because
No.
he's with her.
No, that's not it.
He has more visions of like the future with.
So he got those visions
Oh,
from the spice that he was taking. So that's why he was having those visions.
maybe not. Maybe I'm not watching Dune ever again in my life. Okay. What do you give it?
I'll give it a 6 point out of 10.
Just 6?
Yeah, I was really upset. I got the whole movie from the first one, from the first
The
one,
whole book from
and
the first
it was
movie.
less than this.
Yeah. Hanko, you didn't watch it, but what do you? rate it?
Yeah, I'll give it a 5 because I didn't watch it.
Okay, that's solid. Middle of the road. Stefan, rate Dune.
Where do you get it? He'll give it
A
a 3.
God damn.
A 3 what? A 3 what? Just a flat 3? This is ridiculous. It's not that bad. It's not a 3 bad. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
I give it a
Just
5.
like I believe you're all beautiful people.